Whew. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. It is your dude, International Passport, here again for yet another Future Classic live stream. First and foremost, brothers, can you please press a one in the chat if y'all can hear me loud and clear? Please confirm if my audio is clean, crisp, and concise. How is my audio, please, brothers? How's my audio? Press a one in the chat if my audio is good. Thank you, Digital Marketing, Stupid Rams. Awesome, awesome. So, brothers, welcome to another classic live stream. I am your host, International Passport. I want to say a huge thank you to all those that have supported the channel over the past couple of years. Your support is greatly appreciated. I welcome aboard the new people. I accept you and I embrace you open arms. When you come in, brothers, please make sure you support the channel by liking the video, hit the super chats, hit the PayPal donations, book your IT consultations, and definitely join the Patreon too to hear naughty, explicit, X-rated raw intel about foreign women, and of course, cop the merch too. Follow me on my new TikTok page and my new Facebook page to be in touch with what I'm doing on the channel. So let's get cracking. So I got a very special guest with me called Mr. King Samuel, who's going to break down his experience dating a wonderful Greek woman. King Samuel, how are you doing today, brother?
I'm doing wonderful, my brother IP. I'm so elated to be here. It's an honor to be on this great show um, of brothers, and yeah, I'm just happy.
Awesome, brother. I'm happy you're here as well, brother. So, bro, do you mind breaking down, who you are, where you're from, and anything special about you, brother?
Yes, definitely. So I am a brother that grew up in Jamaica, born and raised there. Immigrated to the United States of America in 2016. Actually, I did my um, tertiary education here, which is college. I have a background in business management and web design. So, yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you, brother. So, good to have you, bro. Let me read your super chats real quick. Shout out to Mr. Stupid Rams for the $99 super sticker. I appreciate you, brother. Welcome, welcome. Shout out to Mr. Sammy Jones for the £6, $6.60 super chat. Thank you, bro. Looking forward to this live stream. Heading Sweden next month. Do you know they use Uber over there from the airport to get around? God bless, bro. They should be using Uber. It's a first world country, so they should be using Uber or some sort of travel list over there, brother. Shout out to Mr. Black Dragon 10K for the $2 super chat. Appreciate you, bro. Another classic from the GOAT IP. Appreciate you both for the kind words, man. Thank you very much. And of course, shout out to Mr. Sam Combo back in the building for the $4.99 super chat. Appreciate you, bro. Salute IP here for a classic stream. Headed to Iceland next month. Stay tuned. You know what it is, brother. Reach out to me directly. We're gonna get you on the channel to share your Iceland experience next month, brother. I appreciate you, bro. Let's get cracking. So, brother, you have a Greek girlfriend, right?
Right, right. That's right.
We don't normally speak about Greek women too much on the channel, so I'm super excited. So, how did you meet this Greek woman, brother?
Yes. So this is my favorite part, actually. So I have a Armenian friend, which is a guy. We do yoga together, right? And he he is a art teacher, actually, and he had a workshop over in another building. We live in the same type of building, but he is in another town from me. So I went over there. He had his workshop over there, and actually went late and I wasn't even looking to go there because I hurt my ankle um, running track, and I wasn't really feeling 100%. But I'm like, if I'm going, of course, I have to dress well and I have to just present myself and just have fun. And so I went over there. Immediately when I entered, I was scanning the room, and I actually went to the table where she was, and it was two of them. My Greek girlfriend and a Russian lady was there as well. She was beautiful
Ooh,
as well. Yeah.
ooh, ooh, Russian. Okay, now my ears are. You caught my curiosity. Now you have my full attention. Let's go.
Yeah. So so I was there. I was more focused in the artwork than anything else really. And but then eventually when I was there, I was looking at the Russian chick, and I'm like, she looks beautiful, and Greek girl, she's awesome as well. So I was there doing my thing, and then we did an introduction, and she asked my name. The Greek girl I was with asked me my name, and she asked me where I'm from. The moment I mentioned I'm from Jamaica, her eyes lit up.
Oh, why do you think? Why do you think her eyes lit up, brother? Before you carry on your story, is it because Jamaican men have that, prestige of reggae? Obviously bedroom activities, keeping it PG, the dreads, Rasta man. Why do you think? Break it down for us, bro. What did she tell you? Why was she? Did you ask her why her eyes lit up when you started dating her? Break it down for us.
Well, I take pride in where I'm from. We have a rich history in music, in culture, and I she must have knew something then. I understood it later on when we started dating. And you know, first of all, I dressed well. You preach these things on your channel. A brother must dress well. He must, of course, be educated. Just work on himself, build his character, and I'm a testament of that.
Hmm.
So so she was already interested from the jump, and she wanted to know more. So the Russian girl, she was there, and she saw her reaction, and she's like an OG in the dating world, from what I picked up. So she immediately knew that this Greek girl liked me. She was all over me. And so finished the workshop, she said, let's exchange Instagram. And so we did that, and we went from there.
Amazing, bro. Amazing. Before I ask you any more questions, right? The Russian chick, right? Was she checking for you, brother? Did she give you looks?
She was, I, she when she realized the Greek girl was more interested in me, she was, I guess she was, backing off a bit, allowing her to fully express herself to me. Um, but yeah, I have her connection as well, and she's chill. She's a chill woman as well. But that the Russian girl have a son.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
single mother.
single mother basically. Yeah.
All right, that's a wrap then, bro. That's a wrap. Next question, brother. All right, we don't date single mothers here. That's a no-no. So let me
Right.
ask this, brother. Right? Um, how does your Greek girlfriend treat you? What kind of treatment do you get from her? Can you break it down for us to an absolute T?
Oh yes, absolutely. So when we went on our first date, right? I didn't know what to expect. If my brother Antoine, if you're watching this right now, I have to give shout outs to you for teaching me um, how to date in this Western world. And so I said, let's go out for like a little coffee date. Or she said drinks. I'm saying, okay, it's fine. So we went out for drinks. Um, she actually paid for it. She didn't hesitate. She just like, yeah, she paid for our drinks, and she was like, let's head back to my place. And lo and behold, I was surprised of this IP that she was actually a virgin.
What? Oh, pause. Hold on, brother. Whoa, 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 whoa. How old was she? How old? How old?
She's 26.
26 and a
Yes,
virgin.
yes,
What? How? And she's Greek as well.
she's Greek.
Did she tell you why she was a virgin? Is it a religious issue, stuff, or tell us, brother? Or keeping it PG, obviously, if you can. If it's some sort of stuff, but break it down for us, bro.
Right. I'm thinking because she's a doctor, right? I I'm thinking I was trying to wrap my head around it because I'm like, wait, she's a virgin and she let me break it the first day we have the date. So I'm scratching my head. I'm like, wait, how did this happen? She dated a few guys before, but it just never reached to that point. So I'm like, wait, I guess I'm that special.
What? Yo, 26-year-old virgin, that's a white woman in Greek. Because in Greece, right, they got a huge um sex culture. I know that for a fact. Right. They get down pretty crazy there. So I'm very surprised here, bro. This is incredible. Um,
Yeah.
was she waiting for the right guy, to take her card? Or is it because you're Jamaican, you're just, you're a Rasta man, dreads? It's gotta be you. It's gotta be you. Like, that's did she explain the reasons why she kept it? I'm happy she did, because I think more women should be virgins in the West. I think that's very good. But what's her reasons why, brother?
Well, all right. So what I get to know about her is that she is a intuitive person. She sees me, even though I'm a brother. She sees me for me, right? And she, I guess, she discerned what she wanted in a guy. And I'm her first brother actually, and first brother and first guy that took her card. um, so I guess it's just my flow in how I talked to her, how I treated her. Um, she is always like so apologetic, and she's very cautious when she's dealing with me, and I don't know why, but yeah, she allowed me to do it.
Wow, incredible. So, going on from there, brother, right?
Right,
Okay. So you have a gem. That's great. Virgin, checking for you. Even the doctor paid for your drinks. We went out, and the
right.
first night you went, the first time you met, took you back to her place or your place, and then you did the deed. So let me ask this, brother, right? Um, can you describe to us, right, her her physical makeup, right? She got like long brunette or blonde hair. 'Cause I know Greek is very diverse in their looks. Is she like a Mediterranean look? Does she have slim, thick? Is she bronze skin? Does she have a long nose? Break it down for us, bro.
Well, she is. I would say she has black hair, fully white. She's just modest. She is very feminine. She she has a nice, cute look. She's not, I would say, a 9 or a 10. That like Barbie type of woman. She doesn't do makeups at all. She's just nice and simple.
Damn, this is incredible. Wow. So, you know, so going on from there, brother, right? Is
Right.
she feminine? Is she submissive? Is she coachable? Is she inspirational? And I think those are very four important qualities I'm looking for in a woman. Break it down for us, bro.
Right, IP. And oh my days, she is very feminine. She is really um, coachable, submissive. She she is so open to listening to me, understanding whatever I'm going through, and she does her best to see to it that I'm happy. I've 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 met great women, but she's one of those person that she would go above and beyond to see to it that I'm okay. If she if she is if she shows up late, she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I hope I didn't get you upset in any way." She's just so um, cool. She's down to earth. She's amazing. She has an amazing personality. IP.
Wow. And when we break down the feminine qualities, I'm guessing she paints her nails. She's very girly. She
Yeah,
actually sounds like a woman. She doesn't sound like those manly women from Baltimore or New York, right?
right.
She sounds like a woman. You can hear the pitched voice. You know, she dresses girly, long skirts.
Yes.
Curly hair. Break it down for us, bro.
Yes, she, as I said, she dressed modest. She doesn't really dress in any short. She doesn't dress like a hooker, which is good. Um, she is she takes care of herself. You know, she's a doctor, so her health awareness is really high. Her personal hygiene is really good, and yeah, she's on point with whatever she does.
Wow. Is she a feminist or no?
No, she doesn't have an ounce of masculinity in her, not even an ounce of feminism. In fact, she hates feminism.
What?
We 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 have this talk from time to time. You know, we talk about things that's going on in the West. She hates what goes on in the West. She hates the individualistic trait these people have here. It it's so toxic. She hates toxicity here. So we are on page with all of that IP.
Whoa. Amazing. Is she a Catholic or is she a Christian?
She is a Christian. She grew up Orthodox,
That's
and,
why. Hmm.
she came from out of a place in Greece called Mykonos.
Mykonos.
Yes,
Mm.
that's where she came from. Um, so she has a lot of great quality that we brothers go after. It's amazing. It's amazing, brother.
Wow. Wow. This is amazing. So, how did you vet her? I think obviously when you're in the dating stages, right? How did you vet her to actually make her your girlfriend? And who popped the question? Was it you or was it her to make it official? So two questions there.
Um, well, we took it step by step. Immediately, as I said, out of the gate, she was into me. She's not 100% all the way there because she's thinking about if what she is doing is going to affect me. She works long hours, so she's thinking about that. She overthinks things, basically, in that regard. So she is,
What the? What was that noise? Carry on, bro. That was weird.
yeah, that was,
The flip. Carry on, bro. That was
um,
Keisha. It's all good. Carry on, brother.
so we, I popped the question. So I'm a straightforward person. I said, are we, um, in a relationship? And she said, yes, but at the same time, she was still thinking of whatever is in front of us, if it's going to affect our relationship. So we can say we're still working out that right now.
Okay. How many times did you date did you meet up before making it official? And how long was it? 2 months? Was it 3 months? Break it down for us.
I would say it was 2.5 weeks.
Oh,
We met. We went out 3 times in those times. We go out from time to time. She is a nature person like I am, so we would go for hikes. We would go sightseeing. We go on the boardwalks. We'll just chill people.
okay. Awesome, brother. So 2 weeks, and then you're in a relationship. Awesome, brother. So let me ask this right.
Right.
Did you set boundaries, and did she set boundaries? And what were your boundaries, and what were her boundaries?
My boundaries are simple. Um, no, no. Always you ask if you say, let's say she wants to come over. She say, I want to come over. Ask questions, and I'll give you the answer. Basically, nothing to disturb my peace and to bring unnecessary strain on me. Um, that can be in any ways. So we're open. We go back and forth. We reason it out. Whatever we don't like, we'll voice it and we'll fix it from there.
Okay, so guy friends, girls trips. Was that part of your boundaries? Did you discuss that with her, brother? Guy friends, particularly.
Yeah, I've found out that she doesn't have much guy friends. She doesn't have much friends. Period. She is kind of reserved. She's a reserved person. However, on my end, she's if let's say if I'm open to date other people, she's okay with that. I just have to communicate with her and let her know.
Huh? Okay, but obviously she won't date other people, right? We don't do that.
Right, right.
Okay, okay, that's interesting. So, did you tell her no guy friends, or she has guy friends, and you trust her not to be a naughty girl?
All right. So with with me, she has a few. She doesn't really have much guy friends at all. She might have like three three guy friends, and she's not close to them really. Um, she knows her role. She knows what not to do, and she's not that person at the same time. So it it's cool. It's cool with me.
Okay, brother. So going on to the next question, brother. Um, can you tell us, right, what the positives are uh of dating a Greek one, of having a Greek girlfriend? Tell us the positives. Give us 5 key points.
Okay, 5 key points. She is submissible. She's feminine. She's understanding. She she's open. She's open to change. She is flexible. Um, she is just a person that is so she is like a Asian woman from Japan, I would say, in the way she gives respect and treat you like a human being.
Wow, wow.
Yes, yes.
Shout out to Mr. Andrew Ski Gordon for the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, bro. IPF, I forgot to mention this, but you can also find versions A25 and up in Korea as well. According to explain that, brother, that's incredible. That is incredible. Thank you, bro, for the support. So, what about the negatives of dating a Greek woman?
All right. The negatives, I would say, I mean, she is a woman after all, and women have their tendencies. But for her personally, I would say she would overthink. I think she apologized too much. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Um, she's overly cautious. She she can jump the gun sometimes, like because of the overthinking, she might think something um, that's not there. So she might be jealous. She might have some level of jealousy. I haven't really tested that out really as much, but so far I can say those are the negatives of, if that's
Okay,
even.
okay. Thank you, brother. So, what do her parents think of you at all?
um they're pretty cool with me. I did ask her the question if because I'm a brother, if they will find any fault with that or any problem with that, and she's like, no, they're pretty open, and um, they're they are what you they are like, just like a normal parent would, want to see, okay, if this person is good for their daughter, or just want to see the best, and if the person is good, then they're fine.
Okay, and what do your parents think of her?
We have no problem. It's the same thing. If she is good for me, and she is not a burden to me in any way, it's there as a helpmate and for us to build together, and complement each other, then it's fine with them.
Okay, now what do sisters think about you holding hands with a Becky in New York? Do you get looks? Have your sisters told you, okay, what are you doing with her? You get strange looks in the restaurants. Break it down for us, bro.
I
And also, how do the white boys feel about that as well?
I really do not care, brother. I want all the smoke, really. I when anyone would stare, and I can feel it. If someone is jealous or they have some type of uh, hate towards that, I will either smile more, I will hug on her more, I would just have fun more, because yeah, I like it. I like when they're upset, um, of me being with a Becky. I'm totally fine with that.
So, would you say we should get a Greek girlfriend, from Greece, from Mykonos, from what you've experienced so far? So, I'm assuming that Athens is where the debauchery happens. So I know Greek very well. It's very close to the UK. It is a fallen society in terms of cultural values. A lot of freaky stuff gets done there in Athens, without a doubt. So it appears that if you want a Greek girlfriend or a Greek wife, you got to go to outside the capital city, Mykonos, and all these other places. So brothers who are interested in Becky and let's say middle Mediterranean women like Greek women, should we go to Mykonos to find that kind of woman there, brother? Is it worth taking that trip?
All right. So based on what I've heard from other brothers, they come on the channel, they spoke about their experience in Greece. You can take the trip, but um, ensure that you have the discernment to see through, see things for what you want and feel them out for whatever you're going there for. If you're going there for a wife, it is very possible to find a wifeable Greek woman. Um, However, you may have to search deep, and if you're fortunate enough, you might not even have to do much to find that type of woman. But from my understanding so far of women in Greece, you have to. It's kind of like a hit or miss. So I would say you have to be careful. It it would be solely up to you to decide that.
Have you been to Greece yet?
Not yet. From when I was growing up, I've always admired Greece, mainly for its Greek mythology, because I study Greek mythology and their history. I'm very profound of their history. So I always wanted to travel to Greece to um, see their nice beaches and all of that. So yeah, I'm definitely going to Greece. I told her to take me there, so she said she would.
Awesome, brother. And last question for proper phone lines is so what are your future plans with her? Is this marriage? Is it children? Is it you're still getting to know her? Um have you had that discussion yet? What's going on with her? What's your long-term plans with her? Or is she just, allowing you to pass time and for you to find your true Japanese wife? I'm joking, carry on, brother.
I'm planning. I'm planning that trip to Japan and other countries in Asia. Um, I'm grateful for this channel to give me a lot of insight and brothers their take on um, the information when they go over to Japan or Korea and all of that. So it gives me first-hand information of what to expect when I go there. So I'm grateful for that. To answer your question, what are future plans? We're just taking it step by step. She's definitely a woman that is wifeable. She is. She's really really cool. She's a team player. Um, but I would. We're taking it one step at a time. The relationship haven't been tested that much to say, okay, we can move to the next stage. But I would say she definitely fits that quality, brother.
Amazing, amazing, amazing live stream so far. Thank you very much for that, King Samuel, for your breakdown. As you know, brothers, I'm officially on TikTok, so go and follow my new TikTok page, and I'm also on a new open public platform on my Facebook page as well. My official Facebook page is open as well, so go and follow me on my official Facebook page, IP International Passport. So, and of course, you want to join the Facebook group, go and join my Facebook group private as well. So you got two Facebook groups, one page, one private group. I'm at TikTok. Thank you, King Samuel, man. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure so far. So let's open up the phone lines and let's get some questions in. So if you date a Greek woman, you got questions about the brother to the brother about Greek woman, and this is your time to call in and get those questions popping, man. And please feel free to hit the PayPal support and the super chats if you have any questions or you want to support. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. Awesome.
I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the to be here, IP, and share my testament.
Oh, thank you, but it means a lot, bro. I think it means a lot. Even though it's very clear YouTube is suppressing my channel, this channel is helping people get IT, saving their lives, and YouTube hates it when you help people, particularly other brothers. For some reason, my views are low, the support is low, and I know YouTube's playing some funny games with my channel, funny games, over the past couple of months, because it is helping brothers out, and anything that helps brothers out, the powers that be don't like that. They want to see
Right.
brothers. They want to see brothers destitute. They want to see brothers weak. They want to see brothers frustrated. Brothers, harming themselves. But that's not our portion in Jesus' name. We're gonna break through.
Amen.
I
Amen.
swear this channel is going to pop off, man. It's going to pop off because I know YouTube's playing some funny games, bruv. Evil games with my channel.
That's right. I want to say something, IP.
Go on, bro.
Um, we, I want to really say this to all the brothers out there that we are worth more than gold, man. When we come to know our true identity and to know the qualities, the power that we hold as brothers, and we can unite the way that we should, we will take over this world, brother.
Mm,
We'll take
absolutely.
um, um, other cultures or other people may try to hold us down or hold us back or come against us, but we have the power within us to overcome any obstacle. And we just keep on keeping on. I'm grateful for this channel. This channel is really helping a lot of brothers out there. And it's, yeah, brothers, um, work on yourselves, listen to IP, work on your character, build yourself. So when you go out there, you represent us in the best way possible.
Thank you, bro. Absolutely. We're gonna dominate this world. I swear down. We're gonna run this world.
Absolutely.
We are. No flipping doubt. Ramel, can you turn your camera on in the background, please, so I know you're not a troll? Yes, Ramel, you're confirmed. Thank you, bro. You are a brother and not some pimple-faced non-black troll. Let me bring in Mr. Ramel. What's going on, Ramel? How you keeping, brother? Yes.
I'm good, brother. How are you?
Not bad, bro. Not bad, bro. How you doing, bro? How's the new job going? Everything good?
Everything's going good. Time flies. It's a month for next week.
What? I thought it was like a week or two, a month.
A month next week.
Hey, congratulations, bro. So if you don't know, Ramel, officially in IT, very super happy for him, and we're gonna discuss that very soon on the video. So well done, bro.
Thank you, brother. Good evening as well to the gentleman on the panel today. I really enjoyed listening to you so far.
Oh, thank you, brother. I was a bit nervous, coming on, but thank you, brother.
Quick question, brother. In your experience with dating this Greek woman, do you know much about Albanian Greek women? A lot of Albanians actually move over and immigrate to Greece. Do you know much about this, brother?
I don't actually. She's actually my first Greek woman, so my knowledge in knowing as much, because everybody have their different personality. Culture does shape personality to an extent, but being with only one so far, I'm limited in that area, brother.
The reason why I asked, I'm gonna back up everything you said, brother. So I dated a Greek girl when I was 24. She was 19. So she came over from Greece to London to study. So she's never been in London before. She was fresh from Greece. I remember I was on the bus. I saw her. I got off the bus, cold approach. We started going on a few dates. And she was ethnically Albanian, but she moved over to Greece when she was 5 years old. And so she grew up Greek by culture. I wouldn't have told the difference until she told me. She told me a lot of Albanians grow up in Greece. And I can say she had a low body count. She was only 19, extremely low body count. I think very feminine, very feminine. She wasn't a quick lay. I think we went on a couple of dates before we got physical. She let me lead as a man. I took her on dates and she was very submissive, very feminine, followed my lead. So I'm just listening to, I listened to this guy's stream and it brought back memories. So I just wanted to come in and share that.
Wow, this is amazing, bro. So let's unpack that a bit more, Mr. Ramel. Let's unpack that, bro. So you telling me, brother, right? Albanian Greek women are checking for brothers?
Bro, check in. This lady, I'll send you a picture on Instagram. I'll send you a receipt privately. But bro, she came to the UK. She got really into Afro beats. She wasn't really into rap or hip hop too much, which I liked, but she was really into Afro beats. And at that time, I was 24. I had dreadlocks that time. Yeah, bro, I had dreadlocks at times, and I cold approached her. It was good. She gave me her number. I found out she was here studying. Bro, she fell in love with me, man, and she was a good woman. The only reason that one ended was because it was just before I went to China, so we didn't end on bad terms or anything. I just had to relocate. But again, she was very submissive, loved to follow my lead. She just loved being around me. She was just a very calming presence. Barely spoke any English. She could understand, but her English wasn't that great, which I loved. It was amazing. Had a beautiful accent, soft spoken, blue eyes, blonde hair,
Ooh.
round, gorgeous boobs. Her body was banging, slim, thick. Brother, the Albanian Greek girls, because Albanians are a bit more, they're a bit thicker. They got a bit of thicker set, but they grew up ethnically Greek. Oh, it was an amazing experience.
This is incredible. This is incredible, brother. So wow. So, brother, out of 10, what would you rate her? 8.5, 9? Because it sounds like she's some sort of Greek goddess.
I'm gonna give her a solid 8, brother. A solid 8, man. And yeah, I'm gonna once you start if anyone else calls in, when it goes quiet for me, I'm gonna find a picture and send it to you now. A solid 8. And that's all in all for looks and femininity. Very feminine, extremely feminine.
Whoa, brother, let me ask this right. So, how did you cold approach her? 'Cause this is going to be very important information for the brothers, right? So, we see a Greek Albanian chick. She's looking very nice, looking very yummy, you know. So, how did you cold approach her, bro? What was your way in cold approaching to get a number?
Sure. So I was actually out with my boys. One of my boys just finished uni, came back to London, so we were just going out on a night out with each other. We were on the bus. Luckily, it just happened to be the stop we was getting off. So before we got off the bus, I saw her walking past, and I thought, wow, that girl is gorgeous, and I could just tell there was something about her. I just knew she wasn't from the UK. You could just tell she was just the way she walked, her whole aura, her vibe. I just knew she wasn't a British girl. So I got off the bus. I caught her at the traffic light before she crossed the road. Just went over to her. I said, "Hey, excuse me." And I just said, "Hey, I saw you when I was on the bus, and I just wanted to let you know I think you're really pretty." And she started blushing, and she was like, "Oh, thank you so much." I was just making her laugh a bit, just playing games. I said, "Oh, I bet you hear that all the time." And she started blushing. She's like, "No, no, no." And then I noticed the accent, and I said to her, "Hey, you're not from here. Where are you from?" She said, "Oh, I'm Greek." And I said, "Wow, I love your accent." She was blushing so much, so feminine. She just kept blushing. So I said, "Hi, my name's Ramel. Nice to meet you." And then she said, "Hi." We shook hands. She told me her name. Her name was Christina Delhi. So yeah, and then we talked for a bit. I found out she was here studying for university. I talked about my experience. I said, "Hey, yeah, I studied law actually. I have a law degree." She was very impressed by that. She's very impressed when I told her I had a law degree. Talked for a little bit, and then in the end, I said, "You know what? You seem like a very lovely woman. I'd love to keep in contact with you. How about I take your number? We talk for a little bit more, and if it's a vibe, maybe we can go for a date." She said yes. She gave me her number. I called her 2 days later. I didn't text her, I just called. She picked up the phone. We spoke for a little more, and then I just set a date straight away. I said, "Hey, how about we meet up and go have lunch together?" And the rest was history.
Wow, amazing. So, brother, I'm assuming when you go on dates with her, you're paying dates, right? You're paying for her because she's 19, you're 24, she's feminine, or was it 50-50, or did she pay for you in some cases? Break it down for us,
No,
bro.
I paid one. She was 19, just come over from Greece, but she actually comes from a well-to-do family, actually. But two, it was her culture. She just come over from Greece. She wasn't infected by London society. I don't know about now. It's been a few years. By that time, she just came over from Greece, so it's expected that the man pays and the man leads. But in return, you're getting submission and femininity, and it's just so relaxing. She was a breath of fresh air. breath of fresh air. And she was actually my first experience dating a foreign woman, brother. My first ever experience before I went to China.
Wow, this is incredible. This is what's going on, man. There's just too many options now. Bruv, IP, you gotta pick one, bro. Now you want a Greek Albanian chick IP? You want Japanese, you want Brazilian, you want Black African, now you want a Greek Albanian IP? Come on, bro. It's too much, Ramel.
The femininity is out of this world, man. I can honestly, not everyone may be into like European white girls. I like them. They're not my favorite, but brother, I can honestly say the femininity was out of this world. It was just so healing being around her, man. It just was such a calming presence. I dated her for 2 years before I ended up going to China.
What was the best thing she did for you, bro? That made you like, oh wow, I'm never going back to dating these English chicks anymore.
Bro, it was the femininity. I've never experienced such a calming presence like that. I was used to dating, London girls, black and mixed race girls mostly, and the attitude stank. And just, she was so cooperative. It was so easy. I've never experienced such ease with a woman before. It was so easy. And I don't mean easy in the sense of she was easy, but just, we were just so easy to get along with her. There was no games, no nothing. I cold approached her. I was very nice. I was very charming. She also see I'm professional. I'm working. I've got a degree, and these are the things she liked about me. She asked me questions about my school. She asked me questions about my work. She didn't care about what trainers I was wearing or what swag you're wearing. She was more interested in me as a person, my background. So man, it's the femininity that done it for me. And I just started thinking, wow, is this what it's like to date women that's not from this country? Since then, I knew I was going to China 2 years later, and I couldn't wait. From now on, I told myself I date foreign women now.
Wow, incredible story, man. Incredible. Thank you, Ramel, for sharing that, brother. Any more questions for our guest, Ramel?
Brother, do you have any plans to go to visit Greece anytime soon?
Anytime soon, not right now, but I definitely will, my brother. Oh, my bad. Yes, I definitely will. I'm really looking forward to that trip.
Amazing, brother. I recommend going to smaller towns outside of Athens. This girl, she wasn't from a major city. I can't remember her town exactly, but I know it was a smaller town outside of Athens. So I think that's where you find the good ones.
Okay. I'm grateful to hear that information, brother. Because my Greek girlfriend, she's into old school reggae. I find that really interesting. She's into old school reggae. She's into like the Bob Marley and
Wow.
she's not so into like the hip hop culture or the dance hall culture per se. She's really an old school person. Um, kind of. She did give me a disclaimer, like she said she's a bit boring, but I'm like I'm fine with that.
Same
I'm
here.
part of the party.
No, same here. I actually like the boring stay-at-home woman. I don't want my girl in the clubs. I want her to live a very quiet life. That's what I like. So when a woman tells me she's boring, doesn't do much, that's green lights, green flags for me. So you got your good one, King Samuel. Very lucky, brother.
I'm fortunate. And I'm thankful for that because dating here in the West is very, very toxic. It's a war zone out here, brother. So you have to be you can find good ones in the West, but you have to be very vigilant. You have to be very discerning. You have to you just have to know how to weed them out. You have to know what what you're looking for, or else they can. If you're not careful, brothers, some women in the West they can present themselves as they're feminine or they're cool, and then once they pull you in, they trap you. You're finished.
That's very true. That's very true. So I got another caller. Ozzy says here, I heard Albanians can be quite racist, at least in Albania and Kosovo. They tend to stick to their own out here in NY. So I can confirm that they are checking. So I'll give you my experience dealing with Albanian chicks, right? Not dealing with them, but how they treated me. So um, there was two Albanian chicks, right, that I met um, many years ago during some work stuff, right?
Mhm.
And they were checking for me. I could tell they were checking. I could tell like they were asking me questions about, my background, what I doing in my free time. One of them was checking for me a lot, a lot. But back then, I was so focused on studies. Like I don't come from a good background,
Right.
so I had to work hard in school, just to make sure that, I live a better life. I come from, underprivileged circumstances. So I wasn't really like focused on women. It was studies, read my books, get a job, etc., etc. So there's a lot of things that I regret in my life because I feel like in life, right, it's all about balance. I could have been studying and dating women at the same time, but back then in school, I was only focused on studying 100%. Come to school, 9 o'clock to 7 p.m. Go home, study again every day until I got top grades, etc., etc. I could have been dating women then, and that's my regret. Because when I was at university, a lot of chicks were checking for me, African chicks, Albanian chicks, European chicks, and I ignored them. And when I look back, I'm thinking, IP man, what was wrong with you, bro? I have a lot of regrets, man. And there's another one. I interviewed her in Germany, so that's on my other channel, International Passport Clips. She was Albanian but living in Germany, and she confirmed that she's checking for brothers, and her friends are checking for brothers too. So these Albanian chicks are checking. The men there are very possessive, and they don't like brothers dating their women, but Albanian women are checking, right? And go on my other channel, International Passport Clips, to see that interview I did last year in Germany. Okay, so awesome. Let me bring in travel door. You're confirmed. Give me 1 second, brother. Travel law. Let me bring in one caller before you, bro. Base puller. Can you turn your base puller? You're confirmed, brother. You're confirmed. Let me bring in Mr. Base puller. What's going on, Base puller?
Hey, how are you guys doing today?
I'm doing all right, brother. How you keeping?
I'm doing pretty good. Um, so a few questions.
Mhm.
What I would like to know is like, because I was always under the impression that in Greece, feminism ransacked that place, and it was never, it was bygone. That it was a bygone thing. Now, I want to know, like in Greece, is the family dynamic still in place there? Like, is the nuclear family a thing that is still valued, still treasured in that place? And then I would also like to know the fact, since they have Giannis Antetokounmpo, did you see like a fusion of Greek African mixtures in terms of like families? Did you see that a lot, or how was that
Let me
dynamic?
make it clear. He's not been to Greece before, bro.
Oh, he
He's not
has.
been there. He has a
Oh, he
Greek
has.
girlfriend in America.
Oh, oh, okay, 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 okay.
Oh, I'm aware of Giannis. I'm aware that he's a brother that
Yeah,
born and raised in Greece,
yeah,
and I found that very interesting.
yeah.
Um,
Did she talk about, like, well, since you are having her, did she talk about like the plight of black people in Greece? Like, did she say that they were like integrating well, or did she go into any of that, or how was that?
she did. She mentioned that when I do go over there, I would be fine. She did mention a bit about the jealousy there from guys.
Oh God, that sucks.
Yeah,
Sucks.
Why is that, bro? Why are Greek men jealous of brothers in Greece? Are we taking all the women? Break it down.
because we just have we have style, we have grace, we have there's something about us brothers that many other people don't have. and that triggers jealousy. So when they see us coming, they, people out there, they know what we have. They know that we carry a level of charisma that it's just natural, and so they aspire to be that. And especially this narrative that, the whole BBC thing.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Okay.
So
Yeah.
uh, yeah,
Mm. Okay.
jealousy is one heck of a thing, brothers.
Yeah, that's unfortunate though, because I did hear about a story about a guy out there. He did
Mm,
unfortunately run into some problems out there, and I think it led to an altercation. So that's why I was just kind of concerned about that, like, what I mean. And one more question. Has she like but what is it that what is it about her that keeps her from being influenced by the culture of the day? Because we know in the West it's like I don't even know how to describe the West anymore. This is how bad it is, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. How
It's
is she not influenced by this craziness?
it's insane, brother. And we know this. Uh, it's because she has a base. When you have a foundation, when you have a solid foundation, and you come over to a place like this, it will sustain you. Now, it's up to the individual to maintain that posture, because if you're not careful, this place can change you, and it can change you for the worse.
mm.
So, but being around people like, me, and the friend that allowed me to meet her, we stand for the right things of our culture, and so we allow that to guide us into not being or becoming the agent Smiths of this matrix.
Yeah, thank you, bro. Thank you, because like I hate to say it, but it's just like I think that's the reason why we like, and I know that's the reason why I'm planning my exit strategy from here, because I have to look out for my mental health, and I realize that, although as men we're supposed to be strong, we're supposed to be have incredible fortitude, but I realize that this place is not good for your mental health if you want to be a
Mm.
good, like a sane person. It's really not good.
Big time, brother.
Yeah,
You have to be so strong to not let the system break you down. And I
yeah,
want to touch on something, brother, before I forget. Uh,
sure.
in our culture, right, there are, the agent Smiths who will come and
Yeah.
become a brother, and because of that, they portray a bad image of us,
Mm.
and it disrupts things in our culture. So we have to be aware of these brothers, but they're agent Smiths.
They are. And I hate to say it on the African end of things because I'm African. We have it just as bad because number one, they look at you, you're going to Europe or a place like that, they're like, "Oh, this guy just came here illegally." You know what I
Mhm.
mean? He just came across the deserts, he came on a boat, he came illegally. Or the other dynamic is, "Oh, this guy is involved in some kind of illegal activities or he's some kind of like scammer or something."
Brother,
So
I gotta get a new call in. Sorry,
oh,
bro.
no, no
Sorry,
worries.
bass bro.
Yeah, no
Thank
worries.
you, bro. Thank you, brother. So let me bring in Mr. Travel Law, your camera's on. Give me a thumbs up. Is that okay? With your camera on? Okay, awesome. Okay, turn your camera off. Let me bring in Mr. Travel Law. What's going on, Travel Law?
What's going on, gents? How y'all doing?
All good, brother. All good, brother. How you keeping, man?
Another day in paradise, man. Blessed.
Paradise. Are you outside of the US?
Oh no. I'm in good old New Jersey, but beautiful. Regardless, man, life is beautiful.
That's good, man. That's good, brother. That's good. Thank you for calling in, brother. You got any
Absolutely.
questions for our guests in terms of Greek woman, Greece, etc., etc.?
Well, that's my brother.
Yeah.
That's my boy. So I just wanted to call in and tap in with you guys real quick. Great conversation thus far.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
thank you, bro. I'm guessing King Samuel got you on the channel.
Yeah, he put me on.
Life saving, huh?
Say it again.
Life saving, huh?
Life saving? What do you mean?
No, the channel's life saving.
Oh yeah, man. Look, I've been traveling for a very long time, so it's really good to see this type of content come up because it's something I've been doing over a decade now. So these conversations, it's good to see them in public now because myself and my buddies have been having these conversations for years. I myself date an Australian woman now. So it's, seeing it come full circle and seeing other people start to make the shift and want to do better for themselves, whether you're inside the States or outside of the States, whether you date inside or outside of the States, but in terms of having fulfilling relationships, it's good seeing us men start to prioritize that. And that's important.
That's amazing, brother. So let me ask this, brother, right? You dating an Australian chick in America or long distance, and how does she treat you, brother?
Long distance, and she is an amazing woman. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Wow, is she Asian Australian or white Australian?
She's white Australian.
Okay, how did you meet, bro?
In a coffee shop, ironically. And I always tell my brothers, and I tell women as well, you'll meet the people that you're looking to meet when you're doing the things that you love and being in places that you're growing in or comfortable in. And I just happened to be meeting a business partner of mine and in a coffee shop one day, and she happened to be there. She was on her way out. They were visiting her and her mother, and we connected quickly and just exchanged Facebooks. And the next thing you know, we were 5.5 years in.
Oh wow, hey, bro, we need to get you on the channel, bro, to share your personal experience, bro. We want to hear that breakdown, if that's okay with you, brother.
Look, hit me up, man. We'll talk. And also being very clear, I'm also when it comes to stuff like this, I like to approach it in a very balanced way. So when it comes to a woman that you're dating, of course, I want to make sure that I'm representing her as well as I'm representing myself. You know what I mean? Because when you have a good supportive woman behind you, you gotta do that.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely, man. So yeah, Mr. King Samuel, can you get me in touch with Travelor if you send me a DM of his IG, and I'll message him directly. That'd be great, King Samuel.
Definitely, bro.
Yeah,
Thank you, bro.
absolutely. Now, if I may tap in a little bit about the conversation
Of course.
with the Greek woman, I'm curious to hear your point of view, King Samuel, in terms of your comparison to having interacted and dated American women versus a woman who was raised in Greece. And if you've come across other women, whether they're Greek or international, have you noticed a difference between women who are born in this country and raised in this country or have been here for some time versus women who are closer to their country's roots?
I'm glad that you raised that question, brother, because it is night and day. Um, it is a huge difference, brother. Women that grew up here are I don't know how to find. I can have a whole list of things that went wrong with them. The women that grew up in the West.
He
They
said went wrong.
they so I've dated American women. I've dated women that are from other countries. They came here, but they got westernized, and that was it's full of ego. They are full of ego. They're heavy feminists. They they they're not trustworthy. They they can pretend to be. They can take they're like law. Anything you say can and will be used against you.
Mm, mm.
Um, but not this one. This Greek woman. I've dated another woman that's similar to her, which and she is Filipina. Um, it we lost connection, but that's for a different time. But yeah, that Greek girl, she is, as I said, she's a safe space for a brother like me, a very safe space. She knows how to hold you down and in a good way. Be there for you. Um, she's a good listener, and she gives good feedback, and she is there to support me in every area of my life, as well as willing to I'm willing to support her in every area of her life in any way that I can. So
Absolutely. That's important, man.
it is, yes.
I want to touch on one of the things that you said about like westernized. Um, and I hear it a lot, and it's one of the things that I thought for a long time as well. It's like westernized culture, but I'm realizing when you compare America or the U.S.
Mhm.
to Canada or Australia, and these are other English speaking countries, although they are westernized, culturally, there's something different.
Right,
And
absolutely.
and it makes me think that it's a lot deeper and more sinister as to why there's such disarray
Hmm.
and lack of balance between the men and women in the US, and I'll say the UK as well. And the influence is very similar in those countries compared to like a Canada or an Australia, um, or other like English speaking countries
Mhm.
that have different cultural values.
Right,
And it's like I could dive deep on that, but just surface touching it, I think it starts in the household.
it does.
Everything starts in the household. So if you're in a household, and here in the states, I don't know the UK numbers, but our households have very very high on single parent households.
Yep.
Very 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 high.
Hmm.
Um, and that makes a difference. I don't think people really put an emphasis on it, especially, and myself, I was raised by a single parent mother. And I was lucky enough that for a few years of my life to have a stepdad, and I learned those things. But even still, when you don't have your father there throughout, whether you're a man or woman, or a boy or girl growing into a man or a woman, and you don't have that influence and that structure and that leadership from a man, it's hard to function in society without having that as your template. Because it's really interesting that everyone can go to work and follow their boss's rules and orders whether they want them or not, but when it comes to being at home, there's disarray and chaos.
True, very true.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
gonna I'm gonna pause there because I could dive deep with this, but just the thought process and the westernized thing is always interesting to me. Um, and it helped me, like being with my girlfriend as long as I have now, to see even in Australia, although it's westernized, the culture is a bit different. There's a different level of um, just respect for each other, man to woman, woman to man,
damn.
and
Damn.
that has to do with that how you're raised in your households as well. It all starts at home. So there's a bigger issue here and things that have to be fixed in order for down the road for our families and our relationship structure here in the States and in the UK to be light years better, because there's bigger issues at play. And I mean, the internet and the influence now, I mean, you're talking to, if you have kids, I mean, you don't have any type of influence over your kids unless you're real close to them, because you know what? The internet does. Their phones do.
Yes.
Facts.
And if you're not controlling the algorithm, we have to control the algorithms in our own households.
Mhm.
When we think about, I mean, everything, eating habits, sleeping habits, working habits, respect, discipline, all of that starts in the home.
Say it, brother. Say it.
Preach. Preach.
But
Absolutely.
I'll land the plane there. My apologies, gents. Don't mean to derail it, but
No, bro. I'm excited to get you on the channel, brother, in the near future. So please don't give away all the secrets yet, bro. Shout out to Mr. Michael Davis for the $5 super chat. Thank you both for the support. Did you feel unsafe in Greece dating the woman there? Are the men very jealous of brothers dating that woman? So the first question, he's not been to Greece yet, Michael Davis. But the second question, I think you can answer that, King Samuel, right?
Men will be jealous of us brothers always. It's just how it is. But we can navigate that. And it's fear. It's fear. It's just fear, and it's pretty simple to navigate. But some people, however, may go to an extra mile to want to inflict harm on us brothers. But yeah,
Awesome. Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you, bro. So let me bring in Mr. Tony Glover in the background. Tony, give me a thumbs up. Can I bring you on with your camera on? Camera on. Give me a thumbs up. Is that okay? Okay, awesome. Let me bring in Mr. Tony Glover. What's going on, Tony Glover?
Hey, how you doing though, there, IP man? Wonderful stream once again. You know, everybody else out there. Like I said to your guests, welcome.
thank you, brother.
Yeah, yeah,
Appreciate it.
yeah. Yeah, it's all good. But yeah, I don't know very much about the Greek women. I know they're beautiful. Do any of you brothers know anything about Armenian women?
Kim Kardashian.
Is that conducive to the live stream? Are they in Greece or something? Armenian women?
Well, yeah, and that's the thing about it. I'm not for sure if they are in Greece though, but well, we'll just stick it to Greece. I don't want to take away from what you got going on though, but I was kind of curious about it. Hold on for 1 minute. Somebody's calling me. I'm gonna put you on mute.
Okay, no problem, bro.
If I may tap in with
Of course.
what he was asking. Armenian, like that's the Kardashian family. So Armenia as a country, I relate it to anything international. I think once you start traveling, you're going to realize that there are different nuances in every culture. And at the end of the day, regardless of where in the world the woman that you're looking for is from, the core values have to align. The core values have to align. If you are a man who wants peace, you're a man who wants respect, you're a man who doesn't want to argue with any woman. I'm very clear that I'm not arguing with any woman, not even my mother. You start yelling, all right, we're off the phone. I love you, but I'm not doing arguments. So you set your core values and make sure that they're in alignment, and you'll find out that a lot of places around the world, a lot of these women have these core values embedded in them as well. They're not going to be yelling and screaming and combative for, because they're upset. They're able to check their emotions and approach it with like an adult and say, okay, I have an issue and I want to voice this to you. And as a man, we step up and we help to solve that issue. But it's in a much more conducive and helpful way to do that versus a woman starts yelling and screaming, you start yelling and screaming, you're out of frame. It doesn't make any sense.
Very true, bro. Let me ask you, brother, right? So you traveled around the world, Travelor. What were the top 5 countries where the women there treated you very well and you were very impressed by how they treated you, Travelor?
Thailand, Cuba, no particular order. I'm just naming some that come top of mind. Israel,
Israel?
yes.
What? Carry on, brother. Carry on.
Ironically, UK. When I used to live there, I was there for 6 months some years ago. Estonia. Is that 5?
That's 5, bro. That's 5. Amazing. Israel. That's a surprise. They're
Yeah.
checking for brothers in Israel.
I mean, we're worldwide, man. And that's the thing that I tell brothers. It doesn't matter where you go. Again, you can go to the States. It's just a matter of where you go. The type of woman you're going to meet in New York City, who was born and raised in New York City, is going to be very different from the type of woman that was born and raised in Wyoming. You know what I mean?
Wow. Brother, yeah, we definitely got to speak in the background, bro, because Israel is sounding like we need that intel. Okay, hey, thank you, Travelor. This is incredible. Israel, okay. Hey, this is amazing, man. Thank you, King Samuel. Thank you, Travelor. So, Tony Glover, do
Oh
you have
yeah,
any questions?
yeah. I do. About okay. What about the feminism and things? Because we know it's a spread of that, and since I'm in America, obviously, I already went into that before. So how is that over in Greece or Greek women and feminism?
He's not.
Well,
Go on, bro.
so the woman that I'm with, she is against feminism.
I heard you mention that. Yeah.
She's anti-feminist.
Okay. Do you have the intel on other Greek women, or how are they, when it come down to being submissive, cooperative, accommodating to men? Because I got my ground rules and lists and so forth, and I'm just trying to get a little intel on that. I'm curious because I never really dated them.
Right. Well, for me, seeing that I've only had one Greek woman, my knowledge in that is really limited. Another
I
brother
see.
who had multiple Greek women would be able to have more intel on that, my brother.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, because I'm like IP, man. IP, you got me roasting with that moisturizer stuff, man. Because I had to put that in my my thing about the moisturizer, man. Oh man, you had me rolling with that one, man. I tell my friends about that one, man. The moisturizer, man. It's but I get it. So that was my last question. Okay. And I heard you mention about her. Now you met her in the UK, right? Is that correct?
No, here
Yes.
America,
Oh,
here in New Jersey, actually.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's amazing, man. Okay, all right. Yeah, because I heard you approached her and stuff, and she was basically fresh from Greece and everything. I thought I heard that because, I was like, wow, that's pretty amazing, though. But okay, her parents, they don't have any problems with you being a black man and so forth.
No, not at all. And if it come to to that stage where I meet them in person, they will fall in love with me. So
Okay.
I'm not depressed about that. The good thing is
Mhm.
that from her, she said that they are totally fine with me being a brother, um, and it's just based on my personality and um, how, how well I treat her and what's my best interest with her.
Oh my God.
You with Akeisha, Tony? You with Akeisha? Come on, bro.
No. It's like, hey, no, IP. Hey, you know what's funny though? No, she was looking for some directions. But I tell you this, I do know Akeisha though. I actually know Akeisha, and she's everything that I wouldn't even put her on the show because yeah, it's everything that we don't want.
Brother's got
really
Akeisha
know
in the back
Akeisha.
seat, bruv. You
I
got
know.
Akeisha in the back seat, huh?
I know, right? This would be the wrong show for that one, though, you know. And then the other question is one more. What about the learning the language Greek? You know, is a parents requiring you to learn it, or do you want to learn it, or what's going on with that one?
Yeah, I'm interested into learning Greek. But my purpose of learning Greek language is to understand more about the culture itself. Because I was always fascinated with the whole Greek culture when I was really young, growing up about the Greek mythology and all of that, about Athens, about the different gods and all of that. So I was already interested then. It's just fascinating that I've actually met a woman from there, and she's also into that as well. And so she's teaching me. I'm learning a little word here and there from her. So it's really interesting.
Okay. I really appreciate it, though, man. Thank you so much.
If I
Yeah.
may ask a question to everybody on here before you hop off, good brother.
Of
Yes,
course.
sir.
What does support from a supportive woman look like to you? So any woman in the world, doesn't matter where she's from, but what does support look like to you as a man, as an individual, when it comes from a woman?
Okay.
Great question
All
there,
right.
bro.
That's
You
a
go
great
first, Tony.
question. Okay. Well, I'm going to line that up with a virtuous woman, and this is ultimately, you know, the things that I'm looking for. You know, when we start talking about besides help me and all that, is she's honest, is she's a woman that's going to treat, let's say, I know it's a scripture in there says that I think it's in Proverbs 10, I believe, where she reaches her hand out to the poor. And we have to look at that and recognize that as well, because if a woman is willing to help others and as well as herself, she's going to be an excellent candidate when it comes down to her mate and things. So virtuous woman is going to explain and line everything up, and at least to me, what I'm looking for in a woman. But honesty, how well she listens, how well she obeys, everything is going to be there, though. And there are women out there, but unfortunately, in America, that's a rare gem, my brother.
Okay.
I
Mr. King Samuel.
Yeah, I want to answer that. So for her to be that helpmate to you, she has to know you. She has to know um, where you're going, and if she can't fit into like balance, like make things balance, if she doesn't know who you are and where you're going, then even though she is of help, she won't be as much of a help to you if she doesn't fit in and create that balance.
Nice. Great answer so far. Go on, Chabro.
They got me answering my own question. To me, support is the highest level of respect and love. And have support from a woman is like running a relay race. She's not competing against me. She's competing with me. she might run the first lap and I might have to run the last 2 or 3. The relay, where she hands it off, versus us racing against each other trying to prove what? We're not proving anything when we're going against each other. And the support, it shifts and it looks different in different ways and in different situations, but having a woman who understands that life is not linear by any means. It has its peaks and troughs, ups and downs. There's no getting around it. But a woman that will ride with you all the way through it is the biggest blessing, man.
It is.
Because when you got to compete against the world as a man, imagine coming home and having to compete with your woman. Think about the stress. Your home, where you lay your hat, is supposed to be the place where you find peace, where you relax, where you rest, where you heal, so that you can go back out into the world and do what it is that you have to do. And having a woman who's helping you heal in many ways. It could just be conversation. It could be, hey, babe, I'm dealing with this. These are my thoughts. What do you think? And having a woman who can give you that honest feedback where it's not diminishing you, and vice versa. You're not diminishing her when she needs it, but it helps you, and she helps you think about things, and then you can evaluate and take the best method of action.
Yep.
So to me, that's what resonates. Support.
Amazing.
How
Amazing
about you,
breakdown.
IP?
For me, right, support is a woman that has my back, right, at all costs. When the world is against me, certain forces, she believes me. She's there as that support. IP, you can do it. IP, you're destined for great things. Keep pushing IP, especially when it comes to career, building myself up as a man, building wealth. I want a woman to encourage me when I'm feeling down, when I feel tired, when I feel stressed out. Can I do it? When I doubt myself, I need that voice in the background. IP, keep going. You're the man of the house. We need you. Keep pushing. Support is, a lady that brings in feminine attributes into the household. I want to be the masculine man, and masculinity and femininity, they contrast each other very well. Let me lead, but you as a feminine woman, be feminine towards me. Rub my back, bathe and moisturize me. Assure. Look at Tony laughing in the background. Assure that you know you allow me to lead, right? Okay, it's God first, then the man, then the woman, and then the children. That's how the support function goes. I want a woman that, you know, she knows her place, right? She knows her role. Have children, right? Help me raise these kids, right? Install in these kids what we have agreed on, traditional values. There'll be no liberalism in my household. There'll be no colored flags. There'll be no no crazy ideas, no gender stuff. There'll be none of that freaky stuff that I ain't found in my household. It's God, it's family, nuclear family. I want my son to go out there and find a wife and have many kids. I want my daughters, right, my daughter to find a husband and have many kids. That's how we're going to get down. And I want a woman to be on that same plan. If she ain't on that plan, if she's too liberal, that's not a supportive woman. So a supportive woman follows the man's values. You either take it or you leave it. If you want to get wifey, that to me, brother, is support. There's many things I can go into, but that's the core foundational knowledge there, bro.
That's heavy. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Too many nonsense going on, bro, from the universities, feminism. That's not flying in my household. I think that before you wife up a chick, right, you got to tell her the truth. So I mean, there will be cases where you lie to a woman, yeah, I'm a feminist, blah blah blah, because you want to get in her pants. We as men, we've done that, to make her feel good, yeah, blah blah blah. But to wife her up, listen, baby, no feminism, no liberalism, you know, no crazy ideas. It's got to be traditional religion, family, God, right?
That's structure. That's structure.
Yeah,
And that's what families are
exactly.
built on. I mean, regardless of whatever religious background you have, that's what families are built on. And that's what communities stem from, is having families who build their individual households, then communities who come together and have an understanding amongst each other, and then it expands out. So I agree, brother.
Yeah, yeah, you're absolutely right. And see, the thing about it is simply this too. I know you kind of talked on it. You guys brushed on it earlier. But what is it? The Great Society, Lyndon B. Johnson, 1965, the Welfare Act of 1965. That was a precipice that destroyed our community as a black community here in America. This is precedented. It's already documented as to what happened. So it totally put the black woman and man against each other, to the point that because when black women were getting welfare, and it's still to this day that the man cannot be in a home if she's collecting welfare, and things. There's a movie called Claudine. It was out in the 70s. Um, you can kind of get a little idea of what that was. James Earl Jones and Diana Carroll. Diana Carroll. Yeah, but at any event, yeah, this is why we are traveling today and things. And I know I went over to Canada, and by the way, I do plan on going to Vancouver within after Columbia. So I do plan on going there later on this year. Yeah, there we go.
Awesome, awesome. Hey,
Hmm.
amazing. Thank you very much, bro. All right,
IP.
I
so
appreciate it.
brothers,
Oh, I'm sorry.
of course.
I'm
No,
sorry.
go on, bro. Hmm.
No, I was gonna say, if I could, I saw that Donovan Jr. in the chat uh, asked a question, and I thought it'd be really interesting to kind of tap in on.
Sorry,
Uh,
bro. He needs to PayPal or super chat the question.
okay, got you. Never mind.
Always got
Never
to
mind.
call in. Always got to call in.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, he either calls in or he gets his question in the PayPal or super chat.
got you. I thought the topic was really interesting, but my apologies. Go ahead.
All right, so brothers, feel free to call in. Brothers, feel free to call in. If I don't get a new caller in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to end the stream. It's been a very impressive stream so far. So call in the next 5 minutes. No new callers. I'm going to end the stream. If you have any questions and you can't call in, hit your questions in the PayPal or super chat donation. It's been an awesome stream so far. And we want to welcome Trevor Law to the movement, and I want to say a shout out to King Samuel for bringing another brother into it. And I want you brothers watching this to bring in your friends, like-minded brothers, into the movement as well. Okay, we out here changing lives. Okay, we're not out here being a bunch of court jesters, fools, rappers. You know, dudes that rap about killing their own people, dudes that are being degenerates. We're professional brothers, white collar working brothers, blue collar working brothers, with a goal, a mission to improve our image through IT, through being intellectuals, through finding the correct woman in our lives and living functional and structured lives. Okay, not many other channels can boast what I'm doing right here, brothers. There's a
True.
reason why YouTube is actively suppressing my channel. And I'm seeing, you don't know what I'm going through with YouTube right now. They are actively suppressing my message because I'm preaching out positivity, solutions, while other channels are just doing nonsense in the passport bro space. Who else is teaching brothers Python every week like I do? Who else is getting brothers into who else is getting brothers into IT every month like I do? Who else has got all the info about woman, right? Where to go to, cities, where to find your wife, the Patreon for the naughty, explicit, X-rated intel like I do. I actually have solutions, plenty of solutions. And that's why YouTube is playing around with me right now. But I'm gonna win this battle, man, Lord willing.
Yes, you will.
Amen.
the support is there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's a joke right now, man. But I'm gonna keep changing lives, man. No matter what YouTube does. It's getting too much, man. I know they're playing around my channel. So let's go to the last closing statements, and we're gonna wrap it up because there's no new caller. Oh, Japanese, nice one, bro. Fantastic.
Yeah, you got me back in studying this thing, man. I learned some of the basics of Japanese when I was in high school from a Japanese exchange student, and it's amazing what you retain all these years. But yeah, I got the book, and I've been back into it though, IP. So you motivated me, man.
What was she a female?
Yes, yes, she was a female.
Why
I
ain't you wife for it, bro?
Well, here's the thing though. She was, you know how it is at the time, man. When you're like young in high school, you're a little shy to ask because I didn't have no experience about women outside of black women, and things. So there was a intimidation factor a little bit. But I figured, so like she was only going to be here for a short period of time while we were in school, with the exchange program. It was actually a foreign exchange student program though. And her name was Mui. That was her name, man. Oh yeah, yep.
Damn, man, bro, I guarantee, bro, she was checking for you, bro. I guarantee she's checking for you. If she's out here teaching you, she's checking for you, bro.
I know, right?
So good,
exactly. I know, man.
Don't
I
worry,
know,
bro.
IP, right?
I just came from Japan, so I know that they're still checking even more than 10 years ago. So you're in a good space, brother. Learn the Japanese, here up Japan. There's certain spots you can go to for your age range that I can share that intel once you're ready to
Oh
go to
yeah.
Japan. And
Oh
you're
yeah.
good,
Oh
brother.
yeah. Oh yeah. I appreciate it. I'm gonna still hit you up after I'm done here with. I always try to donate and support you, brother. But yeah, I'm down with it though, IP, with that, man. Because I mean, I'm on the same wavelength. My number one is Japanese woman, man. That's number one.
Why, tell me why is you like Japanese women? What is it about them that makes
Okay.
them your number one, bro?
Well, I'm glad you asked. And their mannerisms, that soft tone. When they speak in Japanese, it's like a beautiful symphony when they speak. They're so feminine and they're so cooperative. I mean, it's like I had, my experience of some of them here in America, but even then, because we have a large Japanese community here in America, over here in Novi, Michigan, but at any event, yeah, they're very, very, very feminine. I was looking at them, man. I said, I can't believe how feminine they are. Even women that's my age, still feminine. They're so feminine, so supportive. I mean, so inspiring. I got another friend of mine that's married to a Japanese woman, and I met him and talked with him. He's living in Japan right now. He's a school teacher, and all I gotta say is that she helps him out with his diet. She put as you say, moisturizer. You know what I'm saying? She rubs his
Does
legs
that?
down. This is all PG. I'm just saying, she rubs his legs down. She rubs his back down. A Japanese bath, man. I said, man, I lost it. I said, a
And
Japanese. You know about it, IP. Go ahead. You know about it, brother.
and he's a brother.
Yes, yeah, he's a brother.
There
He's a
you
brother.
go, man. There you
He's
go,
a brother.
brother. Let me
He a
ask you, brother.
brother.
Right. So in Michigan right now, where you at, right? The Japanese
Yep.
community, are they
Yeah.
checking for brothers? Are they checking for brothers out there in Michigan? The Japanese chicks?
You know what? I would say this. I talked to a lady, because tennis is one of my favorite pastimes, though. So I talked with her, and she was receptive. She still remembered me after all these years. But there are some that are dating the brothers. Not that many, though. IP. I'm gonna be honest, because they're all with the white guys, like the UK. Most
Oh
of them.
my gosh, this is what I'm
Most
talking
of them.
about, bruv. Flipping
Most. I
heck,
mean,
man.
I mean,
And hold on, bro.
most of them.
And
Yeah.
I guarantee you, right, those white boys are scrawny looking dudes that have no style, look dirty, and somehow they're
You're right.
pulling these damn Asian chicks. This is what I'm talking about, bruv. That's what makes me
Right.
angry, bruv.
Exactly.
And for a brother to get a dime chick right, he's practically got to be Superman. He's got to be, a clean cut brother, wear a suit, have a nice big smile, pristine white teeth, get a shape up
Yeah.
every 2 days. But a white boy can be looking homeless, haven't had a haircut in 3 months, right? Dirty, smelly, and he will still bag a dime Asian chick. This is what makes me angry in the West, bro. Flipping
Yeah.
heck.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. You're absolutely right, though. I'm like you on that one, though. No disrespect to the Greek woman and all that, because I think if you can find it wherever you can find it. But I'm just saying, for the number one, number two is Ethiopian. I heard your stream, but I know about, we got an Ethiopian community here, so I'm up on. They're hard to date, though. Just like the other brother was mentioning. But my number one is Japanese first. That's my first one.
Bro, it boils my blood when I see that. It really does. 'Cause I'm thinking, how?
Yep.
How?
Yeah.
Travel law.
Go.
You're in Jersey, right? Can you break down the Japanese community in New York and Jersey? 'Cause I know it's quite big there.
Well, the first, if I may, I actually respectfully I disagree with you, gents. It doesn't make me mad. It does. It used to, and then I realized, well, damn, am I any different from the black women who look at me, whether I'm dating my current girlfriend or years ago when I was dating other girls outside of my race, and they're looking at me like, well, how the hell is he with them, and yada yada yada. It doesn't bother me because whatever that woman is looking for, and she found it in that guy. Cool. I mean, there's 8 billion people in the world, and over half of them are women. So I'm like, okay, live and let live. Live and let live. I learned from the experience. I've been privileged, I guess you would say. I've dated Japanese girls before, from Japan. Um, so with the New Jersey, New York thing, it depends on transit, man. It depends on if they were like American born or they were raised here versus coming here at a later time in life. Because just like if we go and let's say we go and we live in Thailand or Cambodia or something like that, even if we go somewhere in Africa, Ethiopia, um, we're going to a place where the culture is different. And no matter how hard we try, there's still that American in us. We can take on and soak in the culture a lot, learn the local languages and customs and stuff like that, but there's still that American in us. And it's always going to be like that. So that's kind of why my point of view is the way that it is now, where it's like, look, if she was conditioned, whether it was by her parents or her family, I'm speaking about the Japanese girl you guys are talking about, like if she was conditioned by her parents or her family that if you don't date a Japanese guy, you got to date a white guy, she's got to want to break that conditioning. I can't do it for her.
Mm.
She's got to want to break the conditioning. That has nothing to do with me. She's got to be the one to say, you know what? Why did my parents say this? And I'm old enough now to think for myself. Is this a view that I want to challenge? Or do I want to go with what mom and dad said because it makes them happy? I mean, that's her choice. Because I know plenty of Asian women who are like, you know what? My parents, they were raised this way and this is how they raised me, but I don't quite agree with it. And they'll challenge it. And then depending on the man that they're dating at the time is going to determine what her experience is overall until she starts to dive deeper into the culture. We are representatives of our culture, black culture, because I've been to countries where I was the first black guy that somebody's ever met. The first. Everything else is on TV. And I think, at least personally, I think it's important to remember that and approach every situation like that. Respect for their culture and wanting to learn their culture and understand that, look, I'm whatever you saw on TV, the rappers, the shoot 'em up, bang, bang, that's not me. And I could teach you a little bit about my culture as well, but I'm here to learn yours.
Amazing
Amazing.
breakdown.
I want to
Thank-
interject. I want to say something, brothers.
Mhm. Yep.
I have had my fair share of the Asians here in America. What I can say is, um, they, as my brother was saying, they would have to know you on a personal basis. It's not like they want or they're not checking for brothers. Some of them would want to check for us because of the BBC thing. They see us as objects. Some of them. So some of them won't go with us for the long run. They would just go with us because they want to have an experience. They are conditioned in believing that if it's not white, it's not progressive, or per se, um, or it's not sustainable. So it's it's a thing where they have to know you on a personal basis, break that stereotypical barrier, know you on a personal plane to really get with you the way that you want. So, and it comes with um, placement. It's where you are, and all of that.
Wow. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Yeah, and probably where I come in at is like, and that's why I'm going back to the language, and that's the ticket to get in. Because I notice like, even though I know a little bit more Mandarin Chinese than I do Japanese at the moment, but they're so surprised when I say something in Mandarin Chinese, or maybe just a little Japanese, but it's a foot in the door. It's just saying like, hey, this brother can speak or knows or have knowledge of my language, which is culture, So yeah, there are some things that help put a foot in the door. I got another friend of mine that's from China, and she was basically saying that about the save face thing or whatever in their culture and stuff like that, because they do look at the face expressions a whole lot. So if you don't have a friendly, look, they won't open up to you. But if you have a friendly look and you can speak the language, then that's basically solidifies getting in.
I co-sign
Amazing.
that point. Real quick, I co-sign that point in terms of learning a little bit of the language. I'm big on that everywhere I go. I mean, I can greet people in probably over 20 languages, and like basic, simple conversation stuff, but it does open the door because one, they probably never heard anybody that looks like you speak their language.
hmm
But two, especially if you're now the pronunciation, they're like, where did you learn that? And then it opens the door for the conversation. And again, that's respect for culture. When you
Yes.
ni hao ma, como está acá?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
hmm
you hit them with Hallo,
hmm
wie geht's dir? Wie geht's gut? Dankeschön.
hmm
And,
hmm
and again, these are simple things, but these are greetings, and this is the respect for one's other culture. So I co-sign that. I agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you.
All right, let's wrap it up. So thank you very much to Tony, Travel, and King Samuel. I'm going to go to each of you for your last closing statement. Tony, do you have any closing statement?
I would just say to the brothers, that's listening, as well as the respect to the brothers on the panel. I got much respect for all of you, IP. I got much respect for you guys, Theo. Um, I would just say this is really helping brothers. I've been sending brothers here as well to this channel and things like that. So you guys are already there. You guys have ventured out and things with your knowledge and his platform. It's unstoppable. The brothers is on top. That's all I have to say. I really appreciate it, IP, for the opportunity once again, my brother.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for calling in, Tony. We'll speak soon, okay? Thank you.
Yes, sir. Okay, appreciate it. Thanks,
All right,
guys.
peace out, bro. Thank you, brother.
Mhm.
All right, Mr. Travelor, do you have any closing statement?
I just want to extend a thank you, a big thank you. for having me on, man. This is fantastic conversation. King Samuel, thank you for introducing me to IP and his content. Love what you're doing, brother. I really stand by educating our brothers, and not in just relationships, but also in life and in business. And that's huge, man. You're right. There's not a lot of people out here doing that at all. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yes.
Keep doing what you're doing, brother. I thank you for the time. I appreciate you, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you, man.
Thank you, Traveler. Same here, brother. I appreciate you, brother. Speak soon. Awesome, awesome. So, Mr. King Samuel, the star of tonight, and our wonderful guest, brother, do you have any closing statement?
I want to extend a hearty thanks, big thank you for a legendary channel. I call it legendary because it not not many brothers are willing to step out and make this happen, and to change the dynamic of our culture, to have brothers to see the light, step out of that dark place, and to build themselves, and to overcome, and to push for better, and to build our community on a whole. And God will bless and elevate this channel no matter the fight. It just shows that you're on the right track with everything, and it can only get better. And we're on the rise, and learning about the Pookies and Ray Rays. uh, and I want to extend a thank you to Theo as well. I enjoyed watching him on the channel as well. And yeah, awesome thing, IP.
Thank you for the kind words, King Samuel. I want to say a huge thank you for taking the time out of your personal time to come on the channel and share your wonderful experience. I'm wishing you success with your Greek girlfriend, and hope it goes very well. And if she is the one, brother, I wish you a happy marriage and plenty of children.
Thank you, brother, and thank you everyone that's tuning in.
Thank you, brother. All right, peace out, King Samuel. We'll speak soon, okay?
Yes, definitely.
All right, thank you, bro. Awesome. Okie dokie. So, brothers, shout out to Mr. Corner Fair Healthy Diet for the $4.99 super sticker. Thank you, bro, for the support. I didn't get much support tonight, but any support that I do get, that I have gotten so far, it is greatly appreciated. It means a lot to me. One man team right here, one man job, saving brothers' lives, giving brothers direction. So, any support I get is greatly appreciated. Remember, brothers, a lot of my free time goes to helping brothers out. I don't have to do this. I could simply just stop doing this and have my own plan. But I'm of the opinion that you want to make sure that people that look like you, people that are around you, right, also have direction, and also can also thrive, and achieve their goals and objectives. I'm coming from a place with many experience traveling, dealing with foreign women, being in IT, and I want that for brothers, man. I'm really serious about elevating brothers to the top, right? I want to see brothers in the top with the right woman next to them, brothers living great lives. And I'm going to keep doing my best to push out IT, no matter how YouTube is playing with my channel. They're not going to stop what I'm doing, man. So thank you for all the support. It's greatly appreciated. So, brothers, another great live stream. King Samuel, thank you, bro, for coming on. Shout out to Travel Law, a new member. Welcome, Travel Law. And shout out to Tony for calling in. And shout out to all the brothers that hit the super chats tonight. That's been greatly appreciated. As you know, you want to make sure you go and follow me on TikTok. Okay, I'm officially on TikTok. So please go and follow me on TikTok. And of course, please go and follow me on my new Facebook public page, where I'll be posting content on there as well. So MIP, okay, I've got a live stream tomorrow as well. Should be interesting. As a country I've not touched upon quite well, but I'm bringing on a brother that's very versed in that country. So thank you, brothers, for all you do. Keep the faith, keep being focused, right? And I will see you, brothers, on my next video. Peace out, brothers. Thank you very much.